Solidarity forever, solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Minnesota State Fair, and welcome to the Minnesota DFL Daily War Room Call. We're here live from the Minnesota State Fair. So great to have you. Real quickly, if you want to know where any of our events are at that people are attending, please go to dfl.org/events or check in on Mobilize. We are obviously doing a lot of door knocks and whatnot across the state with our 10 organizers, and we also are fighting in each and every one of the special elections. So we have the 34B House District special election, and then we have the special elections in Senate Districts 29 and 47, and we're door knocking everywhere. So please show up and sign up for one of those. I'm very excited about having our special guest here on Friday, Representative Kelly Morrison. Thank you for being with us on the Daily Call. So great to have you. You are a doctor, you're a member of Congress, you are somebody who's paying attention every day to what Minnesotans are facing in this world. And obviously this week, we've had the devastating experience of having a mass shooting here in Minnesota at a church in South Minneapolis. Just tell me where you're at right now.
Richard, it's heartbreaking. I think we're all feeling, I know me as a mom, certainly as a doctor, as an American, I'm absolutely heartbroken by the events of this entire summer. But of course, the other day at Annunciation Church School, losing children to a mass shooting is just unthinkable. My heart is with those families. My heart is with the teachers and staff at Annunciation, the first responders, the medical professionals who cared for the injured. The ripple of these events through a community and through a state and through our country it's devastating. We've got to take action. Here we are once again in America saying, we've got to do something. We have to resolve that this time we actually are going to do something.
I so agree. One of the things the principal said at one of the press conferences this week was your prayer should have feet. Let's take action and make sure that we lean forward.
Yeah, I love that so much. And the poise in that moment to come up with that expression was incredible. And it's the message that we all need, of course, about this event, but about all of the events that are unfolding in our country right now. We have to pause. We have to take care of ourselves. We do have to pray in whatever way one does, and we have to be taking action. We have to continue to move forward.
Absolutely. We had you on the Daily Call several weeks ago where you talked about the big, bad, horrible bill that was passed by Congress that slashes Medicaid and kicks people off SNAP. Tell us what you're hearing from people in community right now about that.
People are really afraid. And, I was thinking about these Medicaid cuts as I do every day because I'm so worried about the implications of them. But when we saw Dr. Thomas Wyatt, the head of emergency medicine at HCMC, addressing the press, and I'm thinking about the importance of HCMC to our community and the unbelievable work to save lives that they just did. These Medicaid cuts are going to severely damage HCMC and threaten its ability to keep its doors open. Think about that. And I keep telling people, reminding people that these cuts to Medicaid are going to impact every single one of us because hospitals are going to close, clinics are going to close. We're all going to have less access. We're going to pay more for our health insurance and for healthcare overall because there's going to be more uncompensated care. We are going to be less well as a country. That's what we have to keep in mind, and we've got to fight back against these. It's incredibly important.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for everybody who's showing up at these protests to fight back against those cuts. What in the world is going on at the CDC? What in the world?
Absolutely devastating. The RFK Jr., and I want to remind you, remember, I formed the first Democratic Doctors Caucus ever in Congress this year with my 5 colleagues who are Democratic doctors. And the first thing we did was to call a press conference to explain our opposition to the nomination of RFK Jr. to lead Health and Human Services because he is a uniquely unqualified person for that role. And look what he just did. He fired the career head of CDC, a scientist, a public servant. Several of the leadership resigned in protest of her firing. This is incredibly dangerous for our country. Public health needs to be based on science and evidence. not on conspiracy theories and ideology. And that's exactly what RFK Jr. is trying to do. The CDC is this organization that we as Americans can all be so proud of. It is globally respected. Again, this administration is making us less healthy, less well off, and less safe.
Thank you so much. Representative Kelly Morrison is our special guest today. Thank you so much for being here. What gives you hope as we move into 2026 and the midterm elections?
The American people, Minnesotans, being here at the fair gives me hope. I was a little reluctant to come back after the tragedy this week, but seeing all of my fellow Minnesotans come together out here is heartening and is what we need. We need to, each of us, be a little bit brave in this moment. We don't all need to be heroes, but we all need to be a little bit brave, and we all need to listen with curiosity, listen across difference, try to understand where people are coming from, and lean into your compassion and your empathy and your kindness in this moment. Most people have all of those qualities, so let's make sure that we're really leaning into those and taking care of each other.
I love it. And you have obviously are a doctor, but I think about safe air food, and nothing is healthy here except for the grilled pork chop on a stick. Do you agree with me?
So good. In moderation, of course. You can't eat too many. They're kind of big. Also, the sweet corn, just straight sweet corn, even without salt and butter, so good.
The sweet corn is picked literally the day before, right? So like it is super fresh, it's super delicious. Waverly, Minnesota is like just outside of the third district, like literally miles outside of the third district. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate you being here. We are doing the Democratic Farmer Labor Party Family Picnic on September 28th here at the State Fairgrounds. It's an affordable gala. We kicked out the Founders Day Gala, and we're going to do the family picnic. It's only $25 to attend. We're going to have live music at the AFL-CIO Pavilion. We're going to have kids activities here at the DFL Pavilion. It's going to be super fun. Please join us September 28th. Go to dfl.org/picnic to purchase your tickets, and I hope you'll be there as well. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.